it's Betsy, and today we have a fun video for you. I just received in my Urban Decay Stoned Vibes palette, which the outside of the packaging looks like this. Isn't this stunning? It released on August the 31st at Ulta's website. I went ahead and ordered it, and it just came in today, so I mean, 2 days, not bad. And the outside packaging is stunning. This palette retails for $54, so we're gonna test this out. We're also gonna play around with some of the new Melt blush lights that are from their Royal Blush collection, which I just received. This is the PR bundle. I paid for this though, $125 out of my pocket. The blushes themselves retail for $39 each. I just wanted the little handheld mirror that went along with it, so I purchased the PR bundle. But most people are interested in the eyeshadow more than the blush, so the main focus is going to be on the eyeshadow palette. Now, the outside packaging on this is absolutely stunning. Again, a 10 out of 10. Urban Decay a lot of time kills it with that. I mean, you just can't get over how beautiful it is. And then when you open her up, she looks like this. Again, this is stunning. If you try to stick your palettes in a drawer or anything like that, this has a lot of texture to it, as you can see. So it's not flat, so it might be hard to store, but that is gorgeous. I do think that this palette will resonate with a lot of people because it has 4 matte shades and then 8 of the metallics. And these are, and a dual-ended brush that just fell out, but these are those marbled metallics that are in the Huda Beauty Nude Nudes palette. Absolutely gorgeous. So we'll start off by swatching the eyeshadow and then we will get it on our eyes. So we'll start off top row, bottom row. First shade is Good Karma. It's a ivory matte. Then we have Jade, which is a green shimmer. These are those really wet feeling shimmers as well. Then we have Opal Aura and Tiger's Eye. So beautiful. Let's go ahead and swatch them. So we've got Good Karma, Jade, Opal Aura, Tiger's Eye. So pretty. Let's wipe my fingers off. Okay, now we're gonna have Vibes. Kind of keep that mirror down so I don't blind you. Antidote, Hexed, and Bloodstone. Bloodstone is one of those green brown multi-chromes that are so beautiful. So we've got Vibes. That's a beautiful pink. Antidote, Hexed, and Bloodstone. That is a gorgeous shade. Okay, now we'll switch to a different part of my arm because I'm a terrible swatcher. I'm getting better though. And then we have Ojo, I think is how you say that, which is like a royal blue with some purple in it. That's gorgeous. Raw Energy, that's beautiful too. Meditate, and Third Eye. So we'll swatch those on the back of my hand. So we have Ojo, gotta keep it open where I can see it. Raw Energy, Meditate, and Third Eye. Oh, these are also pretty. Awesome sauce. So now let's get ready to get them on my eyeballs because these make me excited. And as I said, I think that this will resonate with a lot of people because even though there's colorful shimmers in here, they're not super bold and super vibrant. They are beautiful, but it's a way to play with color and test out color without being so much color. So you're gonna start off by priming our eyelids with the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. And I also did get a free mini Urban Decay primer potion and a 24/7 glide on eye pencil in shades, in the black shade 0. But I think especially the eye pencil, I'm gonna save it for a giveaway. I've got a few products already starting to get in there for the giveaway. So now we just got eye primer on our eyelids. Grab some of the e.l.f. tapes, because y'all know this is what I typically do. This is, and the part of the thing with like eyeshadow and stuff like that is you start to find things that work for your eye shape, and this is one of them. Like, this is very good on my eye shape as well. So we're gonna start off by using one of the new BK Beauty brushes. Now, I'm not sure if this is from the Essential Eye set or the Britt Clark bundle, but they're both, like, I ordered 2 sets, and this is the 201. It is like a fluffy shader brush, and we're gonna dip into the shade Karma to set my eyelid, which is not something I typically do, but I want to cancel out some of the color on my eyelids right now, so I am going to set it with this matte ivory, which, as you can see, is quite a bit paler, which it actually on camera it doesn't look like it's that much paler than my skin tone, but like in person it is. The problem with filming lights, I have realized, is I need to work with the colors a little bit more, I think, because I feel like sometimes I look washed out compared to what I am in person, which, you know, I look better under filming lights, but I do want it to read true as well. So get that all blended in. These brushes are super soft. I like these brushes so far. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Antidote, which is that peachy shade, and I'm gonna use that as my transition color. Gotta kind of pack it on. Now there is some fallout from this, but nothing major. I don't think that there's enough distinction with this Antidote shade on my skin tone, but I still think it's pretty. I just don't think that's the best peachy tone for my skin. I mean, you really can't even see it. Even what I'm looking at, you can't see. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the shade Hexed right here. I'm gonna use the same brush. Oh, there we go. And as you can see, I'm applying very, very light pressure and just using that as my transition shade, because I think if I use too much pressure, this will get very smoky very fast, which, you know, is something I typically do, but I do want to keep it a little softer, I think, than my normal, but we'll see. Urban Decay, I've always loved a lot of the things from the brand. There have been some hits and misses, especially with Naked palettes, and they kind of lost their way, at least in my eyes, a little bit with, they used to be fun. Lots of fun colors, and they kind of lost a little bit of that. But when I saw this, it was like, I want that on my eyeballs right now. But look how easy and beautiful that just blended together. And I have old eyelids, so, you know. So I'm gonna go into the BK Beauty 202. As you can see, it's still kind of a fluffy shader brush, but it is much more dome shape. And we're gonna go into the shade Third Eye and use that just on the outer. As you can see, I'm not bringing this in really at all, other than the outer portion. Now that, whenever I'm putting it on with a brush, isn't as impactful really as I hoped it would be. It's a little lackluster. Like, I don't know. Like I'm really kind of having to dig in there to get some depth. And you can kind of see. I mean, but it is buildable. And some people, I mean, a lot of people prefer something that really has to be built up like this, opposed to something that is so much pigment and they are not sure how to work with it. You know, eyeshadow is my favorite thing, so I'm used to working with shades that have more pigment to them, but I mean, that's not bad. It's just not my favorite. I mean, the mattes aren't terrible, don't get me wrong. It's just, again, it's not my favorite. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is take, do I have a flat shader brush in this? I'm gonna try using the 203, which is more of like a domed flat shader brush, and I'm gonna go into that shade Bloodstone. See if it'll pick up on a brush. No, it does not pick up on a brush. And I'm sure I could wet it and it would pick up a little bit more, but I think finger application is going to be the best bet. Which is okay. But tell me this doesn't scream fall to you. It does to me. And I love this kind of shade of duochrome. And I saw that they're releasing a mini, so we'll see how that goes. I might pick that up. And I know it's a little overwhelming with as many eyeshadow palettes and stuff as I've purchased lately, but a lot of things got put on hold during the whole quarantine situation. So things are now finally starting to release that would have been released months ago. Shipments got stalled, all kinds of stuff. So I completely get it. And I don't pick up everything, I pick up a lot because eyeshadows, again, are my favorite thing. That does look really, really pretty though. Really, really pretty. So let's see. I think I'm gonna see if I can pick up some of that Meditate shade. Yeah, that picks up a little bit better. They're a little crumbly, and add a little bit of that just to the center. That adds a little bit more depth. These are beautiful though. A little on the crumbly side. My only fear is because they have a wet feeling that I'm not sure how long these would last because they do have that wet feeling. But I mean, that is a beautiful, beautiful look. Okay, so if you'll give me a moment, I'm gonna go and put on my foundation and all that fun kind of stuff, and we'll come back and we'll play with the Melt Blush, new blushes, and do the bottom side of our eyes. So I'm back. Let's go ahead and open up the Royal Blush PR box. Again, this packaging on here is 10 out of 10, so stunning. And I didn't find it to be a bad deal, but I mean, again, that's up to you and your personal preference. So when you open it up, it looks like this. So we have the 3 blush lights and the mirror over here. The mirror is gorgeous. I'm going to probably end up breaking it though because it feels like it is glass. I can even get it out of the packaging. No, it's plastic, but isn't that pretty? And I love bees, so that's part of the reason why this attracted me so much. So there are 3 different shades of the Royal Blushes, and also the PR kit came with a makeup bag. Again, the makeup bag is stunning. Absolutely stunning. So I'll set that to the side. So we got the first one, which is Raw Honey. And it looks like, oh, even the back of this is glittery. So we've got raw on this side and honey on this side. So beautiful. Let's go ahead and swatch them. So raw, honey. So these will definitely work as highlights too. Gorgeous. That one might be the one I use. And I like how they also color coded the back so you know which side is which, because that seems like a strange thing, but it is an important thing. And then the embossing on here is awesome. So this one is Queen Bee. And let's open her up. A little tough. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the embossing on the pan. It's got little bees and the honeycomb, and even the mirror has it on there. So we've got Queen, which is this coppery gold, and one that's more Bee, which is a little bit more of like a honey shade. So that's Bee, and that's Queen. These are gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then last but not least, we have Buzzkill. And this one is the black with the red. So we have the black with the gold, the black with the copper, and then that one with red. So you can kind of see. Oh, and that is, to me, that is a dupe for the Genesis highlight, which I use as a blush. So that is Buzz and Kill. That's Buzz and Kill. Gorgeous. Hold up. Let me see something. So this is Genesis. Looks like this. I use this as a glowy blush. So it is a little bit different. Like Buzz is a little bit more peachy, but they're pretty close. So unless you want the duo, if you have Genesis, you don't need Buzzkill. Isn't that the one I just said? Where did it go? Where did I put it? How did I lose a blush? Do y'all ever, oh, here it is. Do y'all ever do that? I mean, like right now I'm kind of, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I cannot wait to get those on my face. I was scared that they were going to be more highlightery, and parts of them are, but they definitely will work as a really glowy blush. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and finish off our eyes, and then we'll test those out. So let's dip back into the Stoned Vibes palette, and I'm gonna go into the shade Third Eye on this tiny little smudger brush by BK Beauty. And this is the 204. This brush is amazing. Like I love this size of this, and I don't think I have a brush like this in my collection. But I mean, again, I would have purchased them anyway because I'm obsessive with brushes. I mean, I've made myself very clear on that one. So I'm gonna use that same 201 brush and use that to buff out the bottom of the edge, because I like to look like Uncle Fester up in here. I like that grungy look, and I think that's part of the reason why I like this, is because it still has that grungy vibe, and I love it. And I just went a little ham. Let's take a clean brush and fix that. There we go. I caught some of my little skin wrinkles and it didn't look the best. So I guess we'll take the pencil brush, and I'm gonna go into Opal Aurora. Load that up on there. And we'll use that as our inner corner highlight, because I like a bright inner corner. Almost wrapping it up a little bit into the top. Love that. Absolutely gorgeous. We'll use the Milk. This is, what is this eyeliner? It came in one of my BoxyCharms, and I actually really like this brown eyeliner in my waterline. It has that, as you can see, that dirty kind of look that I like, that grungy kind of aesthetic. And this is the Longwear Gel Eyeliner in CEO. And then there's a smudger, which I really don't need the smudger because it's already smudgy. Apply a little bit of mascara, but so far, Urban Decay palette is a hit. Now, the mattes do have to be built up, so if you like something that doesn't need to be built up, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're looking for something with a little, you like to have a neutral crease and some color on your lid, but not too much color, it is a gorgeous palette. Absolutely gorgeous. So I think we're gonna go into Queen Bee as our blush today. No, not Queen Bee. Raw Honey. I love this one. So let's use, this is the Clionadh Cosmetics blush brush. We're gonna test this one with it. And I'm just gonna try to keep it mainly on the peachier, or, oh, that's pretty. I love a glowy blush because it makes your skin look so young and healthy. Like, look at that. We're going a little ham on blush today, but you know, oh, I like the way that looks. And if you're wondering what I'm wearing on my lips, I'm wearing the Tom Ford lip gloss that my husband bought me because I'm spoiled. I'm gonna take, this is the BK Beauty, this is one of their powder brushes, I think it's the 104. And I'm just gonna take that to kind of tone down just a hair because I went a little bit hardcore on blush. But that has a beautiful, beautiful sheen. Now, if you have texture to your skin, which I have a little bit, not too bad, you may not like these because shine does emphasize a little bit more texture and stuff on your cheeks. So let's go in to a Buzzkill. I'm gonna take and use the Kaleidos highlighting brush, and I'm gonna go onto the side kill and use that as my highlight. Oh, that's pretty. I figured we'd play around a little bit today, you know, mix a little bit more into it, but the main focus is the eyeshadow palette. Okay, I love this highlight brush from Kaleidos. It is awesome. And look at that. Okay. So, let's talk about my final thoughts. Let's spray my face first. Okay. So, Stoned Vibes is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I really like the palette. Now, it is not ultra pigmented, so you do have to build up some of the shades, or at least it's not ultra pigmented on my skin. But the shimmers are gorgeous. Now, some of them aren't the most impactful. The Aura shade that's in my inner corner is beautiful, but it's not the most blinding highlight, but it is gorgeous. I would recommend this, yes, if you want to spend $54 on it. I don't find it to be a bad palette. Again, it's up to you and your personal makeup preferences and taste. Now, for the Melt Royal Blush Collection, I love these. I love every single shade. I love these. I think for fall, these are going to be stunning. Absolutely stunning. But Melt, for the most part, there hasn't been a lot of misses in my eyes for them. So, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But we got in so much new makeup lately that we are posting a whole lot more because I got even in more stuff. So we're gonna be playing. But I guess that's it. So we shall see y'all tomorrow. Bye.